Hello and welcome everyone, Dude Mamstown3 here, /DM20,000, and welcome to another reaction video because, well, the last time I did this was last year at Christmas when I watched G3MLP, and everyone knows how well that went, right? Yeah, G3MLP still sucks, but we're actually going to be watching something pretty good now, or at least what I've heard was pretty good. Now, I don't normally do these, like, blind commentaries or whatnot, but, you know, maybe if I do it, like, every fortnight, then, well, probably be something interesting to go for. I mean, this isn't going to turn into, like, a whole reaction video series channel, although Let's Playing is somewhat similar to reaction videos, in a way. But, with that little banter out of the way, today, if you haven't read from the title, I will be watching Lullaby for a Princess. Now, you might be wondering why, because, hey, I might have checked out this video. I mean, there's 6 million views in this one, so you may have watched a video already, but I haven't. Yeah, I have not watched Lullaby for a Princess. I admitted this in one of the karaoke videos, and, yeah, I really feel like I'm missing out. In fact, that's what Smiley told me, I'm missing out. Apparently, any of the ponyphonic stuff is really good. So, I thought it would have been fun to, like, do some commentary on it, to see, like, what it is, and maybe we'll come up with something interesting out of this. And this is me coming out of, watching, Crusaders of the Lost Mark for, the Season 5 first impression, so, we'll see how this goes. So, alright, let me get myself situated here. I don't have too many expectations for this, to be honest. I mean, I just heard that it was really good. So, yeah, let's give this a watch. Warp Out presents Lullaby for a Princess. How long was this in production? Like for a while? Probably turn down the TV for this. This is a 7-minute long video, so... Well, the art style is interesting. That is a nice design for Celestia. Yeah, she reigns with all the power, but she'll just stand in the corner. Oh. Well, I'd be pissed off if my older sibling was getting the attention. I am a shadow of the true self. Well, I can certainly see why a lot of people really enjoyed this one. Okay. This is just the credit sequence, isn't it? Okay. Oh. Yeah, Jay Haller was involved in this one. This took 3 years in the making? Holy crap. Well, that was 3 years well spent, I'd say. Okay, it's really weird to come out of, like, rewatching Crusaders of the Lost Mark and going into this, because, well, heard like any of Ponyphonic stuff, like as I mentioned in the beginning, and I wasn't keeping track of this animation for a while, and plus my involvement with the fandom, as far as like any fandom things are concerned, is very limited. So stuff like this, like Lullaby for a Princess, I can't say. I mean, yeah, it's going to sound mean for me saying this, but I honestly couldn't care less if this thing came out or not. I mean, this took 3 years in production. So, if it came out, it's like, yeah, well, it came out, so alright, I'll watch it eventually. And now I'm going to proceed to eat those words. Holy crap. Okay, the thing about the fandom that I just find like most impressive with was like how much that they could devote so much time and effort into like things that is based off of a children's programming. Like, yeah, say what you will about things like Snowdrop and Double Rainbow. People spent like their own goddamn time based off of this show in order to create their own thing on the table. And with something like this, and this far exceeded like any of the expectations that I had. Because going into this, I just knew that Josh Scorcher really liked it, and he is a self-admitted snob when it comes to fan works. And I'm not too particularly harsh with fan works in general, because they're made by people with their own free time. This isn't made like, I didn't pay for anything or anything like that. So, with things like this in Lullaby for a Princess, I think what I most liked about it was the animation, like, complementing the music. The music was fantastic. Like I said, never listened to Ponyphonic stuff. I'm going to listen to anything that these people made. Similar to Forest Rain. Because that is like a very wonderful voice. The lyrics is very touching for wit. And the animation actually complements like what has been occurring or what has led up to her singing this song. Like, this is Lullaby for a Princess, where Celestia essentially banished her own sister to the frickin' moon. And she feels regret for her actions. Like, yeah, I know, Luna did a bad thing, but Celestia did an even worse thing just by banishing her own sister for 1,000 years. Her own bit of family. Like, we weren't shown, a parent or a previous ruler. No, these two sisters are, like, the only family she's got, and Celestia pretty much banished her one other sister to the fucking moon. And a song like this definitely would be appropriate for the show. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I never considered highly of Princess Celestia just by the fact that the show hasn't done much with her in the first place. Luna's been done a lot, Cadence has been done sometimes, and Twilight's the protagonist of the show, but Celestia kept in the background. Like, she's just raising the sun and mating over her subjects. So there's never been really an opportunity to represent her in a much better light within the show's canon. So it seems that the fanon, or at least some things that I have seen, either makes her out as being like a tyrant or whatever. But in here, this really makes her out as a sympathetic individual. This is someone that has sent her sister away. Like, even though this was like the way that they were interpreting it in the animation, it was pretty much self-defense, because if she hadn't done it, Luna would have probably killed her. And, like, just seize reign over the land. And even though she was protecting herself, she still feels that regret that, well, she banished her own sister to the moon. And these are the kind of things that I strongly wish that the show would have done. And this is like the greatest thing about having a fan in here. It's like a fandom can like make their own interpretation of things and build off of stuff that, well, that was already done in the show and actually make it into something great. And that's something that I've been noticing from like seeing some of the fandom songs, because I haven't listened to Great to Be Different before I did it in the karaoke video, and now I'm just like reeling over how much I missed out. And now I'm reeling over how much I missed out on here. This is like the kind of thing that I like seeing out of fandoms. Like, people that devote their time, any of their free time, to create something magnificent. Like, the art style it's its own thing. It's based off of the show, but the way that they present themselves is great. Like the washed out colors and the way that it works. It's like it's not made like with the flash animation from the show. No, this is its own animation and it looks wonderful. Even the action sequence between like Celestia and Luna going up against each other, just wonderful. And I understand that's like this was made probably, or this was starting to be made 2 years before season 4 came around and they did showcase how Luna was banished, but this on its own, like, the way that this was made, it's like, this is also great too. I was thoroughly impressed by, like, what they came up with for this one, and, yeah, and this, I don't know who was the person that said, hey, like, check the fanon works, you don't need to check them out. If it's more stuff like this, like, when someone created something that they devoted such time and care to and create something beautiful, it's another thing that the fandom has so much potential with and things that they could do. And wow. just wow. I don't think I have much else to say about Lullaby for a Princess, but it's definitely a wonderful animation and well worth that well-earned 6 million views on there. Just, I think I need a minute. Or a while. Just, oh boy, that was amazing. This is some great stuff. So, I'm Dude, Managed3, says DM20,000. Thanks for watching, and I think I'm gonna do my little karaoke today, and I'm gonna sing Lullaby for a Princess. I think that's what I'll do.